Hello, man of many hats here. In this film, I'm going to be reading you a poem called Leaving Nazareth. And when I wrote this poem, I wrote it out of the heart of just speaking for everybody else like I always do as a poet. And one thing I found out is that if you're an artist, if you're a songwriter, a poet, a teacher, whoever it may be, I find that sometimes it's hard for people to accept who you are, where you're from. And I got to thinking about that and just rolling that around within me, like, why is that? Because I've experienced it personally. You leave the town you from and you go to another town and people are like, whoa, like, who are you? Like, wow. And like, if you display your gift or your talent, people are just like all over it. But when you're back home in your own town, your own city, the people that you would think that would receive that more really doesn't. They don't give you the respect how they would in other places for whatever reason that may be. And I found it biblically that this is what happened to Jesus Christ. And I'm going to read you something here in Mark 6 and 4. And this corresponds with what we're talking about. He said, this is the Amplified. He says, "But Jesus said to them, a prophet is not without honor, differences, reverences, except in his own country, and among his relatives, and in his own house. And he was not able to do even one work of power there, except that he had laid hands on a few sickly people and cured them. And he marveled because of their unbelief, their lack of faith in him. And he went on about among the surrounding areas to continue teaching." So it was like, wow. And I studied up on that, and it's like, they said even his brothers and sisters or nobody even believed that he was who he said he was, not to up until his death. And it was like, wow. And so they missed it. They totally missed it. A lot of his family and a lot of his friends. And I can go on and on with this conversation here, but let's get into the poetry of this video, Leaving Nazareth. In this place I call home, filled with family and friends, no one here seems to acknowledge my dream. Outside of this place, my name people scream. I am the savior and healer and provider. Back home, I'm just a carpenter and a bold-faced liar. Out amongst those that are not native Nazarites, they have received the truth and can now see God's glorious light. At home, I'm just Joseph and Mary's son. In neighboring regions, I'm called the chosen one. Around family, I am the source of their laughter. In the field, I have 12 disciples that calls me master. I am the Son of God, I say. And my brothers and sisters replies, okay, just for the day, now go play. Before I become angry, bitter, and throw a fit, I'll walk away in love and leave my town of Nazareth.